that's like an open world and you can just explore. And so I think at the very beginning you shouldn't limit yourself. Just do what really makes you happy, something that you're really passionate about. No one would ever want to watch my videos, but we are all sitting in the same boats. We are all struggling with some things. How do you actually even start? Don't worry, I'll take you through it. The sooner you post your first video, the sooner you can improve. Of course, we want to make the very first video, and that's so exciting. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Jini, and today I have a very special video for you guys, which is how do you start your own YouTube channel? If you've been with me from the very beginning, then you do know I haven't been that long on YouTube, but it has almost been 1 year now. There's definitely still a lot of room for improvement for me. And if I'm being honest, like just starting and my very first video were the hardest things. And yeah, I just want to make a very easy, beginner-friendly video for you guys. If you have also thought about making YouTube videos, and I'd love to help you out and give you my tips and tricks. So that was rather a long intro, but yeah, without further ado, let's get started. In my opinion, the very first thing that I would think about when I want to start making YouTube videos is what is even my objective? What do I want to do on YouTube? What will be my content on YouTube, essentially. And a few questions that really help me. What am I passionate about? What makes me happy? What kind of videos do I like to watch? What am I struggling with? What am I working on? So these are all questions that really help me to not only set the goal for my channel, but also to come up with video titles and just video ideas that I have and I want to share with you guys. And you can just note it all down, maybe on your phone or on paper, however you want, and just look through it. If you can see like a pattern, maybe you really like to talk about creative things. Maybe your hobbies are what make you the happiest. Maybe you're especially passionate about gaming or about plants. There's so many things on YouTube, you know it yourself, and you can almost find videos to like anything. So that's like an open world and you can just explore. Now, if you've been on my channel for a while, you know that I'm not completely in a niche. So I've made plant videos, I've also made vlogs, I've made videos where I talk about things I struggle with, things I've learned. I think it's very important to not limit yourself to just one specific topic. Yeah, you know, YouTube is all about broadcasting yourself. That's literally their slogan. It's also a way for me to express myself creatively and also to document my life in a way. At the same time, maybe help a few people, make a few people laugh, and I think that's a win-win situation, you know? So I think at the very beginning, you shouldn't limit yourself. Just do what really makes you happy, something that you're really passionate about. Genau. So right now I just want to make sure you know why you want to make YouTube videos and in which direction you want to go. Because if you don't have an objective, and it will be hard to continue making videos. Based on your objective and how you answer these questions, you can determine what kind of video you want to do for the very first video. Just a small note on the side. I know from myself, from my personal experience at the beginning, I was thinking no one would ever want to watch my videos because I haven't mastered anything, I haven't achieved anything great in my life, I'm not that entertaining, I'm not that talented, but that's just not true because we all have our unique set of skills, we all have our unique personal experience we went through. No two lives are alike. I knew that I wanted to share like the experiences I had, and also I wanted to share my life. I was thinking that no one would be interested in that. While it is true for some people, there will be people who are interested and there will be people who will relate to you. So this channel is very small right now, and I've already received messages that really just touched me and that kind of confirmed what I thought, that people are really just looking for people they can relate to, and we're not alone. That we are all sitting in the same boats, we are all struggling with some things, we're all sometimes feeling lonely and just like defeated. And if you can just contribute one little part to someone feeling less hopeless, to someone feeling less lonely, then I think that's totally worth it. And I've never thought that I could like reach people, but I had to try it anyways. Because if you don't try it, how would you know, right? So lay your self-doubt aside, because there will be people who can relate to you. There will be people that you can help. There will be people who will watch your videos and they will laugh and they will be entertained and they will not feel so lonely anymore. Just a small note at the side, we are all just sitting in the same boat. So yeah, don't doubt yourself, okay? So if you found the objective of your YouTube channel, of course we want to make the video, the very first video, and that's so exciting. I really want to help you out. So I thought the best way is that we can maybe walk through it together by doing an example. Let's say you want to make a vlog. How do you actually even start? Don't worry, I'll take you through it based on my personal experience. Let's start from the very beginning, which is the video itself. How do I actually record? How do I know what to record? Like what angles? And do I have to make like special settings and the colors? No. You can really just start off with anything you have. As long as you have a phone, and if you're watching this video, I bet you have a phone, you can record with it. No problem. I will show you guys a very easy way how to edit your videos if you just want it to be like very simple for the beginning. And I'm using Davinci Resolve. It's like a free program. There's also like a paid version, but for the very basic cutting and editing, it's totally enough to use the free version. So now I'll show you a very simplified way to edit your videos on your PC. Editing your videos on your PC has multiple advantages. You can handle longer videos a lot better, and on the other hand, it's just a lot more convenient for the controls. You have the mouse, you have like the keyboard. On your phone, it's like a very small screen, and it's just a little bit more comfortable, if that makes sense. I have my video here. It's exported from my camera, and you can just drag and drop it onto the media pool here in Davinci Resolve. Once you've dragged in your video, you can just drag it onto the timeline. Once you drag it onto the timeline, you can edit it. Unless it's in your timeline, you cannot edit your video whatsoever. So for the basic, very basic tools that you can use, this blade here is to cut your video. If you want to move it again and it's not working, you need to select the mouse tool again, and then you can move your clips. And if you have multiple clips, let's just add another clip, maybe this one. You can just drag it here, and you have your video aligned here. You can also adjust the audio and the volume of your clip here at the tab for audio. Here's the volume. Another very important function is, of course, adding titles. Here at the left, you can select the titles you want to add. And here again, you just drag and drop onto your timeline. So like this, you have the basic title, and then you can just add your caption. For example, smash burgers. Yeah, and by the way, you can also add emojis, but this is only possible if you select the text function, not the text plus. And here a bunch of video transitions I also really like to use. You just drag and drop it onto your clip. You can just play around, experiment a little bit. Davinci Resolve is like the perfect tool, and it has so many functions, but it can be overwhelming for someone who's just starting out. So I'm trying to keep it minimal. When you're done with your video, you can just go to the render function here and just add it to the render queue and select the name. Like for example, I just type in first video, save it, and render everything. Yeah, and once you're done, you can just upload it onto YouTube. You can just add a new project and add the videos that you want to have in your project. I'll use these two clips of Yoshi and this one. So first, you can make the video smaller and like bigger, so just to get like an overview of the video. You can also mute the audio of the clip in case you want to add your own audio. Here down below, you can see all the functions where you can cut your videos. So the first one is to cut the video, as you can see. And the second one is to like edit the speed of the video. With the two arrows, you can reverse your editing process. You can also add animations, effects, and delete clips here, and a bunch of other functions. You can also adjust the volume of the clip, and you can also add audios. You have this add audio button below your video, but you can also just click on the audio function. And if you go to the very back, you can see there's a recording button. You can just click it and start recording. I'll leave it now because I'm recording on my phone. You have your audio edit here. You can also move it the way you want it to be. And you can also move it to another layer and then add another audio if you want to. And then you have 2 audios that you can just move around the way you want. Just a side note, you can also adjust the order of the clips. You just need to hold onto one video and then you can just move it around. You can also, of course, add text. You can add a text here. This is Yoshi. Okay, and you can also move around the text. And there's also a function to add subtitles, as far as I know, which is here. And you can also let subtitles be generated automatically. You can also select a cover that will be displayed especially for your shorts. These are the like the most basic functions you can use. So in my opinion, it's very intuitive. Once you're done, you can click on export. Yeah, and then CapCut will finalize the video for you and you'll have it in your camera roll and you can just very easily upload it onto YouTube or even TikTok if you want to make TikTok videos. And that's basically it. In my opinion, the most important thing at the beginning is to just get started. No one is perfect when they're just starting out. I would see it like that. The sooner you post your first video, the sooner you can improve. It's a process of learning a lot and then trying out and seeing what works for you. When I started out, I was very worried about like using copyrighted music and just getting problems in that aspect. There are a few titles on YouTube that you can use. Just type in music for vlogs, copyright free, or music for YouTube videos, copyright free. I also like to use Thematic. It's like a website where you can source free music as well. And I also really like to use the YouTube Music Library. They have very, very good tracks with a lot of filters that you can just use to filter out the tracks you want to use. I will also link all of the important links I can find in the descriptions if you want to find like a quick access to these sites. And now we come to the thumbnail, which is actually quite important because it's the first thing someone will see if they are seeing your video, right? Believe it or not, but I started out with PowerPoint, so I really used that PowerPoint presentation, inserted my photo and tried to like add the titles and so on. But there are a bunch of apps that can make it a lot more comfortable and just a lot more easier. I use different kind of apps. I use Canva, PixArt and Sketchbook. I think these 3 apps are the ones I use the most and I think are the easiest to use. Yeah, Canva already has a few templates that you can use. PixArt is quite good if you want to cut out things and create that white border. I like to use Sketchbook for like drawing on my thumbnails. So I use a mixture of a few things. And when you're uploading the video, you can also add subtitles and info cards. You can also let YouTube add subtitles automatically. I use that all the time and use that as a template and just read through it and see if everything's correct with the time codes. Yeah, so as you can see, making YouTube videos is probably easier said than done. We all have our lives and we're busy with work, with family, with friends, with ourselves, and being able to make YouTube videos is definitely a privilege because you have to like have free time to even do that. I hope these tips were able to help you to make it as smooth as possible. But I'm sure there's a lot of room for improvement and just to make it more efficiently because I sure use a lot of apps and like everything is like scattered. It's not streamlined, you know? So if you have any tips, feel free to leave them in the comments. I'm always grateful for video creation tips. Yeah, so this video was really just a starting off video. I know not everything is included, and making YouTube videos, there's like so much to say about this and there's so much to learn about making YouTube videos. So if you are interested in a specific topic, like for example, how to choose music or how to make appealing or aesthetic thumbnails, leave a comment down below. I'll try my best to answer as best as I can, or maybe even make a video about it so that it's like easy to understand and to follow for you guys. For today, for this video, I wanted to keep it as short as I can, even though I'm not sure how long this video will be. I hope that I was able to help you guys, and thank you guys so much for watching this video. As always, I appreciate you guys a lot. I wish you a beautiful weekend and hope to see you next week. Bye!